Hello students, let us take up today a very important topic of our syllabus, class 7 English, that is chapter number 7 Chandni. This chapter is written by our third president of India, Dr. Zakir Hussain. Let us take step by step how this story goes on. There was once an old man, his name was Abu Khan. He lived in the district of Almora. He lived all alone. He lived all alone except a few goats. And he gave his goats funny names. He gave his goats some of the funny names like Kalwa, Mungia and Gujri. Because he loved his goats very much. But poor Abu Khan was little unlucky in the matter of goats. Because very often at night, one of the goats would pull and pull at the string till it broke loose and then would disappear in the hills beyond. Goats in hilly regions of special breed and they love their freedom. Abu Khan goats were also of hill breed. They too love their freedom. Abu Khan's was little unlucky in this matter that they would run away only to get killed by the wolf that lived in the hills. Whenever one of the goats disappeared, Abu Khan was very sad. He became so sorry that he did not understand why even the juiciest grass and the grains that he gave them and all the love that he showered would not stop these unfortunate goats running straight into the jaws of death. Are these goats mad? He wondered. Or was it their love of freedom? But freedom meant struggle, hardship, even death. Abu Khan could not solve the mystery. One day, when all the goats had left him, Abu Khan said to himself, "No more goats in my house again." But he decided that he will now keep no goats. But even then, because he felt lonely, his loneliness increased. So he changed up his mind and he thought that a young goat will live with him for a long time. So he decided, he was so terribly lonely that he decided to buy another goat. He simply could not do with his pets. A young goat, he thought, with him will be much longer. She will soon begin to love him as well as the food that he provided. She will never want to go to the hills. But his joy did not remain longer because the new goat that he purchased was pretty, as white as snow, and had two little horns on her little head and a pair of gleaming red eyes. She had a friendly temperament. She was very nice goat and would listen to Abu Khan's tales with lot of interest and affection. Abu Khan called her Chandni. Abu Khan called her Chandni. Abu Khan called the young goat as Chandni. Chandni means moonlight. Moonlight. Abu Khan called that goat Chandni. The meaning of Chandni moonlight. So several years passed with that goat. Chandni was still there. Abu Khan believed that Chandni would never leave his compound for the free and fresh air of the hills beyond. But alas, he was mistaken again. He got a mistake. What mistake? Every morning, Chandni watched the hilltops bathed in the sunlight. How beautiful those hills are, she thought. How refreshing the breeze. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful those hills are. How beautiful those hills are. How refreshing the breeze. Means Chandni was attracted towards the beauty, the surrounding, the nature. She ran towards the hill, but he had to stop with a jerk. The rope round her neck would not allow her to go any further, so she hated the rope. Third point, she hated the rope now. She hated the rope. She hated the rope. Now Chandni thought that between her and her freedom, the problem is the problem of rope. So after that, Chandni became very much attracted towards her freedom and she stopped eating green grass. Khan brought her, nor did she listen to his stories. And she lost her appetite and she became very thin and stayed moodily, always looking towards the hill. Abu Khan did not understand Chandni's problem. At last she decided to speak to Abu Khan. Frankly, dear Abu Khan, Chandni said, dear Abu Khan, let me go to the hills. If I stay on in your compound, I'll die. Abu Khan understood Chandni's problem, but it made him very unhappy. The earthen pot, he was keeping the earthen pot over his head. The earthen pot fell down from his hands and broken into 1,000 pieces. Why do you want to leave me, Chandni? Abu Khan asked. Abu Khan asked, why do you want to leave me? What is the reason? I want to go to the hills. Chandni answered, don't you like the food here? Abu Khan asked, because he was providing juiciest grass. But Chandni did not like. Do you realize the risk you are running? There is a dangerous wolf in the hills. Do you realize this danger? But to all questions of Abu Khan, Chandni has only one answer. I want to go to the hills. Because God has given me a pair of horns, I'll fight the wolf. Listening to this, you'll fight the wolf. Have you forgotten the story of Kalwa, who was the size of a big deer? She fought the wolf. Kalwa fought the wolf throughout the night but was killed in the morning. Abu Khan narrated Kalwa's story for the 50th time. To all this, Chandni had only one answer, I want to go to the hills. Abu Khan got very annoyed. He thundered, you are not going anywhere. From today, you will live in a small hut and not move freely. As ungrateful you are, Abu Khan tried to provide all the things, the juiciest grass, all the love and affection, and narrating the stories all the time. But Chandni did not like all this. She was always wanting to go to the hills. He pushed her into a small hut and shut the door. When he shut the door, he forgot to close the window. Next point is he forgot to close the window. He forgot to close the window. He forgot to close the window. Now here it is important because Chandni made that window her passage to freedom. Chandni made that window her passage to freedom. This line is very important because let us see point number 5. Chandni made that window her passage. Her passage to freedom. Means Abu Khan forgot to close the window and Chandni made use of that. And Chandni ran away through the window during the night. Now Chandni reached the hills. It seemed to her that the old hills were standing in a row to welcome her. She felt like a child meeting her parents after years of separation. Whenever she went, the tall grass rose to welcome her. The flowers bloomed to amuse her, and wind sang an endless song to welcome her. How different all this was from the compound of Abu Khan. She was enjoying the beauty of freedom. She was having the happiest day of his life. That day, she played for hours on the grassy slopes of the hills. But as you know, happiness is not forever. What happened? She met a herd of wild goats. Wild goats offered their company to Chandni, but Chandni wanted to enjoy all this freedom by full 100% freedom by herself. She wanted to enjoy. Because of that, she did not show any interest to join their company. Then what happened? During evening, darkness enveloped the hills, the slopes of the hills, the grass, everything was enveloped in the darkness. And in the darkness, the dangerous wolf appeared, and some sound of grunt, a sound, very dangerous sound was heard. Chandni thought, was it the sound of Abu Khan? No, this is not the sound of Abu Khan. This is the sound of the wolf, the dangerous wolf. Now Chandni thought whether she should go back to the safety of Abu Khan. No, Chandni was least interested. She wanted to enjoy her freedom by herself. She decided to fight because very important dialogue here, as our president writes, very important. Death in an open field. Death in an open field is far better than life in a small hut. Let us see. Death in an open field is far better than life in a small hut. She thought death in an open field is far better than life in a small hut. Here lies the climax, here lies the main focus point of the chapter. She decided to fight the dangerous wolf. She fought. She was a picture of courage. She fought very bravely, looked like a brave soldier fighting with a treacherous enemy. Success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. Another thing that we should think here from this chapter, success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. Sometimes what happens, children, as we have seen, a team of cricket playing and scoring 300 scores. Another team also plays and gets out on 299. But what happens? Victory to the one team and defeat to the another, but both the teams performed better. It's a fact. So success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. Point number 7. Success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. So this point, success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. Success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. The fight began, fight continued throughout the night. The moon, which was watching, only the eyewitness, only some stars, and the moon grew pale, stars also disappeared, and Chandni was found lying on the ground soaked in blood. So the wolf was getting ready to devour and enjoy the fruit of his fighting. An assembly of birds perched on top of the tree nearby, and the birds were debating the result. What was the result? Who is the winner? Of course, apparently the wolf is the winner, but other birds also said the wolf is the winner, but one old wise bird said that Chandni is the winner. Do you know, students, how Chandni is the winner? Chandni is the winner in the sense that how she fought courageously. Her courage, her struggle, her stamina, and her essence of fighting spirit. Because of all these things, the wise old bird said Chandni is the winner. Because small is not weak. Chandni was small, but she was a picture of courage. She fought throughout the night courageously, bravely with the treacherous enemy. And by morning, Chandni was lying on the ground. Success or failure is a matter of luck or chance. Death in an open field is far better than life in a small hut. So, dear students, I mean to say, small is not big. Sense of freedom is important, and this sense of freedom prevails in this chapter. And Chandni is the winner, as the old bird said. I will see what you decide after reading this chapter. Keep on watching. Thank you very much.